What's up, Al?
How you doing, Ray?
I'm doing good. Another hot week here in Texas.
Is this episode 10?
Episode 10.
Double
We are
digits.
10 in, yeah. Are you excited?
Yes, extremely.
I mean, you've been double digits most of your life.
Yes, at least since I was 10. I'm pushing to triple.
Yeah, you're pushing for triple.
Yeah.
You're halfway there. Well, you're over halfway there now.
Yeah.
Good. Good deal. So last week's show, we may have offended some people.
That's our goal.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were aiming for. And then the crack of the beer lets you know exactly what kind of show this is going to be.
Yes.
It's coffee.
Yes.
So, it'd be a good time to let everyone know that we have no idea about anything we talk about.
No.
We are not subject matter experts by any means.
Not in any shape, form,
Or fashion.
Yes.
We have no idea what we're talking about.
No.
So when you fact check, like our good friend here, I'm going to introduce here in a second, you realize that we are completely full of shit.
But we've made people look up stuff. So now they're smarter for it.
Oh, so we're actually helping people.
Yeah, we're educating people.
We're educating people. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll run with that. I'll run with that. At least that's what we'll tell our lawyers.
Right, yeah.
The lawyers that we don't have because we can't afford them.
It's their responsibility to look up stuff.
Exactly. So anyway, on to bigger and better things. Paddy is here.
Hi, Paddy.
Hey, guys.
So for those who don't know, Paddy is one of us as the Killer Ghostbusters.
Yep.
The real Killer Ghostbusters.
The real Killer Ghostbusters.
Or at the real KGB on Twitter.
Yeah, that was just like the weirdest shit. I remember we were sitting around talking about it, remember? And then we all kind of sat there for a second and went, wait.
Oh, it was my sole intent to make us be the real KGB. Just to fuck with people is all it was.
Yeah. So, and we do nonprofit stuff. We haven't really done much lately. It's been too hot, COVID,
God.
whatnot.
Too hot some more.
Like, honestly, I don't see us putting on the suits anytime soon. I mean, not until this weather cools down. It's too damn hot.
Let's get the old military working shorts. You know, the ones that are like, barely.
Like the V
No,
cut.
we're not
the ones
wearing your Hooters shorts.
They're called Poochie Daddy shorts, okay? And they come in tan, and we can get the Ghostbuster logo put on there.
No.
Like the leader
It's
hose
not.
wanting us to wear.
Oh, God, I remember that.
That was supposed to be. I forgot about that. Thank you. But that was going to be fun too. So
You had, like, out of the group, whether there's 5 of us,
Yeah.
Gary included. And, was it yeah, because it's Gary, me, you, Michael, and Paddy.
Right.
And Robert when he has the time.
But Michael's been ghosting us.
Not worthy of Dad Joke of the Week.
It's early in the
But
show.
close.
It's early
But
in the
close.
show.
I'll give you the close. Anyway, so I think out of all of us, Patty's the one that has like the weirdest ideas.
We'll stick with weird, yeah.
But it makes
Yeah.
you laugh.
It does. I think it's more so. What really makes me laugh is that every time Patty throws out one of his wild ass ideas, like we should run around in leotards, Michael goes, "Yeah, we should do that."
That's my boy, yeah.
At least I got someone backing my ideas up around here.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, anyway, we've
Of
been
course,
meaning
Michael's the one who also tased himself,
in the nuts.
so we're not going to go with his ideas on how his impression of your suggestions.
That's fair. I'll
Yeah.
give him that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it didn't stop anything from happening because he's got
Right.
5 boys now.
Yeah. 5 boys. That means that I think it just mutated. That's a superpower.
Yeah.
Producing children.
And I will say this: I can neither confirm nor deny that I have worn my Hoochie Daddy military shorts with my proton pack.
Maybe I didn't need that image.
There's just things. There's just things that we don't need to say on air, Patty. There's things we don't need to say on
Say
air.
a lot of it on there today. Y'all should be worried about a lawsuit. We should worry about being on the watch list
If
after
we were
today.
worried about a lawsuit, we wouldn't do this fucking show.
Now, you should be worried about a loss or be on a watch list
This will
after
be our
today.
rated R episode.
Yeah, this could be. Yeah. So, anything interesting this week? I know I ask you every week, and you always say nothing.
No, because I work from home. I say that
Okay,
every
was there
week.
anything that happened in Walmart or nothing? You live the most boring life ever.
No.
Seriously.
But his
You're
doppelganger
like
doesn't.
that progressive commercial where you've become your parents.
Yeah, I think that happened a while ago.
You're the grandfather of how many grandkids?
12.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Life must be good for you.
But Al has a doppelganger out there.
He does.
I've seen your doppelganger like 6 times in the past year, and I always think it's you.
And he walks up to him.
I watched it, I was like, "Hey, Al, what's going on?" And he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, you're not Al. Sorry."
But the sixth time, the guy thought this was getting creepy.
Yeah.
yeah. It was amazing.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He's got cops on speed dial.
And then there was one time I thought I saw his doppelganger, and I messaged on our group chat. I was like, Al, you out walking on 1709 right now? I think I saw your doppelganger. Oh, yeah, that's me. Just coming back from the doctors, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, you need a ride? No, I'm good. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. The one time I thought I saw his doppelganger was actually Al. So,
Yeah.
Were you walking?
Oh, yeah, I was walking outside the doctor's office waiting for Selena
Oh.
to finish an appointment. I think I just walked over to the gas station to get some drinks.
Is that the one right down there by the QT? That's like,
Other.
which one? Are we talking about on 1709 or?
down by the McDonald's.
Okay, down there.
Yeah.
Down there.
That's where I
Okay.
saw him walking.
Yeah. Okay, so I think there's a 7-Eleven down there, right?
There's that.
I don't even know.
I knew it was called Jamie's back in the day. That's how long I've been in Keller. It was called Jamie's, and it had a drive-through.
Wow.
And it was shitty then.
Oh, that's that quick. It's a quick stop now.
Yeah, quick
stop.
stop.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a funny story. We're from Georgia.
Yeah.
What is the one restaurant chain that is everywhere in Georgia? Come on, or has it been that long?
Is it Hardee's?
I had Burger
No.
Chef. We had Whataburger in Thomasville.
On every corner of every town in the state of Georgia,
I remember
there's a
Sissel's.
fucking Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike, my new coworker, he started working with me. He comes in and he's like, you're from Georgia. And I was like, yeah. We start talking about Georgia and things he's seeing. And he goes, I can tell you what, there's a Waffle House everywhere you go. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's about it. And he goes, but he doesn't. He's like, I'm getting the hell out of there.
We're serious about our grease.
Yeah, exactly.
So, a fun fact about Waffle House, not a lot of people know this. Excuse me. When I was in the Air National Guard way back in the day, we'd have to go and do hurricane support stuff and go out and natural disasters, and they would set up shop. FEMA actually uses a thing called the Waffle House Index, and they base on their response times based on what Waffle House is able to accomplish. If they got a full menu going on, they're able to cook, do everything like that. The response to that city is not as needed as one that has no power. And so they say, okay, there's green, yellow, red, and black. Yellow is they got cold foods only, coffee, no grill system. Then they got red, just coffee. And they got black, no power whatsoever, and we pretty much need to be there first. And it's literally called the Waffle House Index.
Wow, I think that's what Gary does now.
Because if
He
the
works for
Waffle
FEMA.
Houses are down, there's going to be chaos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know where the meth is going to get their food at 2
Where they
o'clock in
gonna
the morning.
work?
Yeah.
So
No offense to any of the Waffle House people.
also, some of those
listen to
Waffle House
this.
waitresses are looking kind of good these days. I'm not going to lie.
Is it getting better?
Oh, there's this one girl, the one on Keller on Roof Snow and Bercy. She's about 22, 23 years old. I would definitely take her on a date. I mean, she just put her tooth back in, but legit, she could take her tooth out. It's wild.
Wow.
She only has one?
No, she has a full set of teeth, but she has that one fake tooth that just comes out. It's just very wild, is what it is. I love it.
Oh man. So, I was down in Houston this past week.
Fun trip?
It was different.
Yeah.
It was a different trip than usual. I was training and then working with the teams down there to get things going is what I do. And I actually got the chance to go to Galveston this time. So we drove down to Galveston. It's like a 45 to about 50 minutes away from Houston. And it reminded me of Florida.
Yeah.
Because it's the coast of the Gulf. So they're all pretty much the same. The only difference is this water's brown compared to the water we have in Florida where it's clear.
Yeah.
But this is because of that and they explained it to me when they dug all the canals and trenches and everything, it just murked up all the water.
Oh, was something recently they did?
Yeah, this recently, actually, even when it was, I guess, since it's been founded, when they dig out all the canals, it murks up the water. Yeah. So it's all man-made, and it's just dirt. It's not like it's oil or anything.
Or fecal matter.
Yeah, true. But it was really cool, and I tried to convince Katie. It's like, we're moving back. We're moving to Galveston. Like, we're going to Galveston. And she looked at me and she said, no. No, you're not.
No.
I was like, come on. She said no. I was like, why?
I have my grandkids.
I told her, if I can convince Al to move down there and convince Michael to move down there, we're good to go. It's everybody.
So, lottery numbers. You need lottery numbers.
Yeah, we need lottery numbers for it. But it's a cool place. There's like a amusement park on a pier. There's all kinds of attractions for kids. It was really cool. So I think I'm going to take a vacation down there.
It's like a poor man's Disney World.
Yeah. Without the alligators that eat your children.
Yeah.
You remember that? I mean, Disney had the thing. The kid got too close and crump. But anyway.
Same thing at Rainforest Cafe. Get that alligator.
Yeah. That's where all the missing kids go. From Grapevine. Alligator gets them.
Yes, an alligator. That's what it is. Nothing else.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, nothing else. Like human traffickers. Arlen!
No. I'm not done yet.
No. What's the
Ready?
what's the first bit for today?
Go ahead and do funny signs while I finish copying over.
Okay, so you want to kick into funny signs?
Okay, one for you.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
Last week they were
over
pretty
the
good.
list of supernatural-
Did you actually research this time, or are we just going off whatever you pull up?
No, I've got some.
Okay.
Hold on, man.
So what we do is we take church signs or studio sign or just billboards or whatever that are just stupid or funny, and Al relays it and we just talk about it.
Did y'all, in response to that, did y'all see that McDonald's and Wendy's that wanted to have a sign war? Not Wendy's, DQ.
Oh, yeah?
It's like, hey, DQ, do you want to have a sign war? And DQ's like, no, we're busy making ice cream right now. And I was like, oh, that hurt.
That is good.
Got burned from DQ. Ouch.
Yeah.
You got something cold put on it?
Stop it.
Okay.
It's not worthy.
Why don't you do better? Come up here and start talking with us.
Yeah, you're funny.
Yeah.
She does. She will get on the show.
Yeah, but I'm not funny.
Don't tempt her. All right, go
Okay.
for it.
First one I want to talk about is one that I don't have a picture of because it was like years ago.
Okay.
Driving by McDonald's, the sign outside said, "Order 3 ways online." Wow, it's getting
Really?
stiff competition.
When you say that was from,
Great.
When you say that
Yes.
was from years ago, was that like, back when they had
Middle
to
of
like
COVID.
scroll
Oh,
it
middle
on
of
the,
COVID. Yeah.
I was gonna say back when they had to scroll it like on a chisel on some rock and hold it out there. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
That's very much his. That's very much his style.
Yeah.
He invented that.
Yeah, so that was in the middle of COVID.
He's the one that tripped Moses, and Moses dropped 5 of the 15 commandments. And that's why we only got 10.
yes.
Yeah.
He's like, ha ha,
Sucker.
sucker.
Yeah.
Moses was the first person to download from the cloud. Or the
That was good. Almost. We're almost there. A couple more beers in, and we'll get there.
yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So this is one from KFC.
Okay.
It's an example of unfortunate letter loss.
Okay.
It says, uneatable feast, $14.99.
Uneatable pea feast
Yes.
for $14.99.
They dropped a B.
God forbid.
Get that B out there.
God forbid. You have to pay $14.99 for their food.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunate name letter problem. Go ahead.
Yes. 6 chicken salads with man dressing. Now, that brings up 2 possibilities.
Ew. Ew. Oh my God.
Does that go back with the ordering the 3 ways online?
I think so.
No kidding.
Oh, God.
What else you got?
Let's see. I want to be Barbie. That bitch has everything. Yes, I did wait a little bit for you to take a sip.
Wish the folks at home could see me flicking you
Yes.
off right now.
Actually, they can if they go to our Instagram page. I can start taking photos of this.
Wait, we started an Instagram page?
We had one for like a long time now.
Oh, for the
For the-
For
the
Ghostbusters.
KGB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the KGB. Yes.
We have cameras in here.
Yeah.
If anybody from the actual KGB is listening, we're not that KGB.
No.
We're- no.
By
We're-
far.
We're just a bunch of old nerds that like to do cool
That's
stuff.
Vidania.
Don't do that.
Bro, that's literally how MI6 like comes and like flashbangs in here. Like, come on. I've seen it happen.
Go for it. What you got?
Let's see. Next on the list.
Okay.
Yes, we are hiring. No, you can't get paid in nuggets.
That's
Dude,
bullshit.
why wouldn't you?
All the meth heads.
Why wouldn't that would be a smart thing to do though? Pay your employees in food?
Well, at least
Gold nuggets.
Oh. That would be even better.
Golden
Like-
brown nuggets. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. That's a totally different now we're in a totally different genre of stuff.
I'm not gonna lie though. If I legit went to a McDonald's and they paid me like in a bag of nuggets, like to take home and cook myself, like I'm cool with that. Like,
You want pre-cooked?
no, I'll
Save
cook-
on your power bill.
That's
yeah,
true.
but I can cook in my own like grease and fat and get like the better stuff out of it. You
Air
know.
fryer. Eat
Air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healthy junk food.
Healthy junk food.
So the impossible. Impossible burger or whatever.
I didn't like it.
Veggie burger. You tried one?
Yeah.
You could be like a meth head, put a chicken nugget on a spoon and get a little torch underneath it. I just need my fix, Ronald. Come on.
Might try to inject that.
What you got?
Yes, in talking about eating healthy. We have Subway. It says we have fat-free lettuce.
Isn't all lettuce fat free?
Apparently not.
Their sign.
First off, where do I get fat lettuce? Like I wanted to get.
I want the
That's
greasy.
America.
I want the greasy lettuce.
Yeah,
Where's that at?
I want the one fried in pig fat.
There you go.
Where's that one?
Yeah, just drop it in the deep fryer.
Yeah, that seems to be a new fair food.
Yeah, deep fried lettuce. Yeah. Deep fried grease. Let's see.
All right, what you got?
Again, outside of a Subway. Double the meat, double the pleasure.
Good Lord. Who is their like advertising guy? Like he needs a raise.
He's a genius.
Yeah, right?
Every whore in town is stopping by like, what? Let me go up in Subway.
You need to hear Muffet over there. Like
I don't know. Maybe this one. Again, Subway.
God.
Our subs are an honest 12 inches, even when it's cold outside.
That's a good one. That's great. That's great. Oh my god, that was fantastic. Oh, and they're not. They're not. I measured a Subway sandwich.
Oh, you measured the Subway sandwich.
Yeah, and there's not a full 12 inches. It's like 11 and a quarter.
Really?
Yeah. So they're full of shit. Because when they cook the bread,
Yeah.
it shrinks.
Right.
So
initially it is 12 inches somewhere.
initially, it was 12 inches when they put it in the oven, and then it shrinks.
Bread rises.
Exactly. When it rose, it pulled in the ends.
But you would think that in the heat it wouldn't shrink like that.
But I mean, I'm telling.
Still talking about bread?
Double
All right, what you
entendres.
got? Double entendre. We're full of them.
Outside Dairy Queen.
Okay.
Sign says, Abby, you need to show up for work.
Abby,
If you're out
this
there
is
listening.
Sunday Morning Coffee Podcast.
Yes.
Get your ass to work.
I want my blizzards.
Yeah, damn it. Make it a Reese's. Chop, chop.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for the night? Or you got one more? Let's do one more.
One more.
Okay, go for
I
it.
don't know where this is outside of. It's just a funny sign. It says,
Okay.
people write congrats because they can't spell congratulations.
Wait, say that again.
Congratulations.
Did I hear a J in that?
Yes, there's a J. They put a J in there.
To be
And an
fair,
SH.
to be fair, I legit put congrats to that. I don't want to spell it
Yeah,
out.
I don't
I'm
I ain't
lazy.
got time for
So
that.
It's one of the hardest words in the English language to spell.
Yeah.
the English language is hard in the first place.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic. I can vouch for that.
Well, because you read everything backwards.
No, actually, it's not.
If you're going to speak into a mic. You're grounded. All right.
Summer.
Just read read in front of the mirror, then that way you can see forwards and backwards. See, you're good.
All right.
Problem solver.
We're done with the signs?
We're done with signs.
Okay. Those were great. The Subway ones. Congratulations, Subway. Round of applause, everyone.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yay,
Subway.
Subway.
You win. Signs of the week.
Hey.
That was great.
Yeah.
I want to find out who's doing these Subway signs and like go to his boss and go, pay this man double
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah, none of this quarter pounder stuff.
Yeah,
Give me
none of
the
this
third
quarter
pound.
pounder stuff. All right. So one of the things that we started last week, and I thought it was really funny, was the dumb criminals.
Because there's so many.
God, it's unreal.
Yeah.
It's like, what are these criminals thinking? Are they not watching James Bond to see how it's done correctly?
Or
To be
read
successful?
Cops.
Or
Yeah,
just
at least
cops?
cops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch cops.
Don't wear wife beaters.
Speaking of which, I wanted to bring that up. Great. I was in the hotel, and I watch random shit when I'm in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm flipping through the channels, and I came across this new show on, I guess it's Real TV. It's the real life TV
Like
thing.
True TV or
Like True TV. That's it. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's a new show, and it's where they actually do cops live, pretty much. It's live, not recorded.
Taken off of their...
No, like a
Webcam?
camera crew is with them.
Oh.
Live with all the shit.
So they
It's
actually
like-
they did that about almost 30 years ago, like in the mid 90s. It was Cops in Fort Worth every Saturday night. It was live, and it was the most wild 30 minutes a night.
God. Can you imagine that? Like, you're a
my-
camera guy, and they're like, oh, you should go ride around with a cop through South Dallas.
It actually, one of my cousins is a Fort Worth cop. I will not say his name in case anybody from Fort PD is listening. But he got outran by a little gangbanger in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
Live on Cops.
Oh, no.
And then they flashed his name on the screen. My dad and my uncle are both like, "You've got to be fucking shitting me. Are you serious? Like, come on, you can't flash our name on the screen right now."
Yeah. So you want to do Dumb Criminal? We think we should do that?
I think that'd be a great idea.
All right,
Yes,
let's do
you know
Dumb
what? I used to work in the criminal system, so I probably have some dumb criminal stories myself. So
There you go. All right. So we're ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Go
cool.
for it.
Number 1. Burglar caught napping in couple's bed when they returned from vacation.
He didn't prep going out. He
He didn't read the Three Bears. Like Goldilocks literally has the reason why you don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I guess he found their stash.
They make energy drinks for that. I'm
found
just
their
saying.
stash. And
I mean, I guess the
that's
bed. I
probably
guess
as
he
well.
found the bed that was just right.
was the guy's wife still?
I wonder if half of these are in Florida. All right. Number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Thief caught trying to rob some bank. Oh, no, sorry. Thief caught trying to rob same bank 2 days in a row.
Getting greedy.
Well, if they're FDIC insured, it's okay then.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
But,
Got to
like,
give
you
them
don't
time to
hit.
get the money
Lightning
back
doesn't
in.
strike in the same place twice. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to go, okay, don't do this.
Well, it does over a period of time, but still.
Yeah.
He obviously hasn't watched any
Tell
bank
that to
robbery
Lightning Rod.
movie ever. Third one. Fugitive busted after venturing out of hiding to buy Call of Duty.
Can't he just download it nowadays? I mean, legit. You could. I could download shit in Afghanistan on my PlayStation. Can you not download it on his...
You escape persecution for your criminal activity,
Yeah.
and then you go to the. I'm going to go to GameStop and go buy a Call of Duty.
But,
and
hey,
then-
which Call of Duty was it, though?
I don't know. If it was Vanguard, I can understand it.
It might be like in a retro version, which would be even better. So.
Yeah. So moving into number 4. Oh wait, yeah, we're on number 4. Burglar busted thanks to Cheeto dust on her teeth.
That's on her teeth.
Yeah.
You said teeth, right?
Yeah, did you actually read that article?
With the teeth
No,
like sitting
I didn't
down.
read the article. I just read the title.
How did they bust her from the Cheeto dust? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
On her teeth. Like, that's...
How-
That's some real, like, NCIS type shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
CSI.
You got,
They were eating Cheetos when they did the crime?
yeah.
I bet you that's what it was.
Matched
She
up
was-
the Cheeto dust found at the scene.
Yeah.
They did some spectral analysis and
That had to be
matched
it.
up to the lot. Yeah. $1 million worth of tests just to catch somebody who's stole $20 out of the cash register.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah,
In the times of social media, this is perfect.
which is now.
Yes. So everybody posts pictures and whatnot. You know that, right? Like everybody does. Like it's just a thing.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
this is going to fit perfectly. And you're on the edge of your seat. I can tell. You ready? You're gonna laugh. Woman posts about her own wanted picture. That picture ugly.
I think
Did you give a better picture?
I think Southlake had something like that a few years back that a guy like was wanted and he commented on there like, "Hey, we'll come we'll send a car to pick you up if you want to turn yourself in right now."
God, I just can't believe that. Like, why would you? You're in hiding. Come on, man.
Come in, we'll take a better shot.
If you watch any spy movie, you learn that when you go underground, man.
Yeah.
No contact with anyone, even the guy you thought you could trust. You don't talk to him
Right.
because they're going to turn your ass in for the reward money.
Yeah.
But then you have to split it when you get out in 20 years.
Oh yeah, we get out in 20 years.
Collect interest.
It is bullshit that if you turn yourself in, you don't get that reward money. That's like, bro, I could use that later on.
Yeah, this is how I make my living, dude. I get caught and then bail myself out with my reward money.
Yeah.
People just ain't smart these days.
No, it's not like it used to be. It's not.
Yeah.
Because, actually, me and my father-in-law were talking about it today. You can't do the same. He was telling me, look, I got away with a lot of stuff when I was a kid. He's like, I didn't do anything illegal, but he's like, I got away with stuff because there was no cameras around. He's like, now there's cameras everywhere. You can't get away with this stuff.
Not only that, but like 40 years ago, you could fake your own death and just walk away from things. You can't do that shit now.
No. There's
not at
too
all.
much surveillance.
Oh, yeah.
I think you probably hide on an island somewhere.
Which is a shame. You should be able to fake your own death. As long as you're not trying to collect insurance money, you should be able to do that.
like to just disappear.
Because Google Satellite
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah, Google Satellite will find you.
Somehow. I mean,
Yeah, let's just go check this random island. Let's see. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Pitched on a tree.
Did he draw a penis in the sand? Yeah, I did.
Lucky.
It's so veiny.
So, anyway, that was all the dumb criminals for today. We'll get into the supernatural sighting stuff here in a little bit. I want to talk about some of the nerdy stuff that we're into.
Nerdy.
Nerdy
Nerdy.
stuff.
Oh.
What did you... Dirty stuff?
Yeah. Wait.
I'm not talking about gardening.
I want to talk about your trip again.
You want to go back to Houston?
No.
No. No.
Nobody wants to go back to Houston.
Nobody does, but
Especially in
unfortunately I have to
hurricane
do it.
It's a terrible city. It's a terrible city.
It's honestly, it's built so weird. It's not that I don't like Houston. It's and actually that brings up a good point. You're talking about like nobody wants to go back to this place. Let's talk about Atlanta. Okay.
Hold on, I got a question about Atlanta real quick.
Yeah.
Do y'all still call it Hot Atlanta, or is that no?
No,
longer a
that
thing?
came out later.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was not called Hot Atlanta.
When did it become Hot Atlanta? And why was it named Hot Atlanta?
It came Hot Atlanta when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl when they had Vic.
God, that was like what, 03, 04?
Like early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they called it that because that was like Atlanta was known. I think the Falcons were called the Dirty Birds at the time, if you remember. There was that defensive team that was the defensive side of the team that were called the Dirty Birds.
I spent a lot of my time here in DFW. We didn't give two shits about the Atlanta Falcons.
So anyway,
like
so,
I didn't realize they were a team till like the mid
the
2000s.
reason that we were talking about Atlanta, right, is because Mike brought up a valid point. He was like, whoever designed the highway system in Atlanta, or who designed the whole city, was like smoking some serious shit. Like, do you remember going through Atlanta? Was it 75, 85 goes straight through?
Yeah, I was a little kid.
And then you got 285 that goes around, and that's about it. And that's like all the traffic for all those people in one area, like congested area.
Do you know who the father of the American highway system is?
Who?
Adolf Hitler.
Yep, you're right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Eisenhower, when he was over there in Europe during World War II, saw the Autobahn system and thought it was amazing. Well, Hitler was responsible for the Autobahn. And Eisenhower's like, man, this is a pretty damn good idea. Let's do this when we get back home. So you can thank the Nazis for our interstate highway system.
Yeah.
What do we think of the speed limit, though?
Well, if it was Kinky Friedman, it'd be 69.5 miles an hour. It'd be amazing.
But anyway, so Atlanta is not structurally sound, like its infrastructure.
Yeah.
The great thing about Atlanta is that you have two things in abundance: strip clubs and Waffle Houses.
Yeah, okay.
They're everywhere, every corner. And I
Strip
don't
club
miss
or
it.
the Waffle Houses.
Both. I don't miss Atlanta at all.
Are the strip club buffets there pretty good?
I don't know. I haven't been there. I've been to the one in Dallas.
Yeah, the strip club buffets over in Las Vegas were amazing.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah, the bacon and sausage was amazing every day.
I'm sure.
The eggs, okay.
Were they runny?
Oh, it was more runny. Okay, good. Arlen's not here. I can say what I want to say right now. It was more runny than half those strippers on that pole. I mean,
Oh, look, perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Good deal.
So, basically, visiting all these cities that I have been recently, they told me Little Rock is going to be one of your monthly destinations. And now with him coming on, we're going to go every other month. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because there's not shit in Little Rock. There's nothing.
There's a little rock.
No, there's a lot of rock. There's just nothing
Then why is it
there.
called Little Rock?
I don't know.
There's a lot of rocks. Why is it not
I
called
don't
a lot
know.
of rocks?
It's like
Call it
6
gravel.
inches underneath, like it's here in Fort Worth. 6 inches underneath the dirt, it's just rock.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway.
Like from the Flintstones.
Yeah, from the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Bedrock.
Yep.
So they should just call it Bedrock. But, yeah, any interesting cities that you've ever been to?
New Orleans.
New Orleans is very... You went during Mardi Gras.
Yes.
But New Orleans is very interesting. I like New Orleans.
Yeah.
We went during Katrina relief. And that was... I didn't get to see it like at the time. I went back after they rebuilt. But I went during the crappy time. And it sucked, man. We had to basically wear... You were almost like in a fucking hazmat suit. Because the water was so contaminated. And then you had mosquitoes flying around. And the mosquitoes were absolutely terrible. They were everywhere. And not only that, like when you go to shut a service down or whatever, you had to shut it down and run because there's usually an alligator floating around somewhere, and you had to get back. But New Orleans is great. I like it. It's a beautiful town.
Yeah.
And they rebuilt the French Quarter, which I've seen. I went after the rebuild, and it was they tried to put it back.
Well, it's not a great area to build a city under sea level.
No.
Yeah.
God hates New Orleans. Obviously. Every hurricane that come by, it's like, ooh, shiny. Yeah. It starts like turning its path towards New Orleans. Yeah. Let me flash you. They should name like the hurricane stripper names so that way. Here comes Glitter Sparkles.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's taking a turn towards New Orleans.
Sliding down the coast.
Hurricane Jasmine's coming on the stage now.
Yeah, right? We got to make this a little bit more interesting for the guys at home.
Yeah.
You know? Like, seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the lady from Tasmania. You know?
Thunder from down under.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? Like, make it fun, you know? You're about to die, so we're going to like create this like fun atmosphere for you to die in.
Yeah. And die with a smile on your face.
Exactly. Happy ending.
We'll give you a dad joke for that one.
Oh, yes!
Yes.
All right, dad joke of the week. Goes to me for once. Woohoo! All right, I've been working on it all week. I was waiting for the perfect.
Practicing.
I was practicing with the bartender down in Houston. Shout out to Santos once again. He, man, I swear, he's like the greatest bartender ever.
Think he likes you?
Maybe. Every time I see him, he's like, "What's up, primo?" You know, it's like it's really cool to see him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, really good guy, just honest guy. Like, and they work him. It's sad because they won't hire another bartender, so he works 6 days a week,
Damn.
every night, every single night, all the way to Sunday. And poor guy only gets 1 day off, and he makes shit pay. It's like, come on, dude. Like, if you're gonna pay that guy to do that, pay him good. You know,
Yeah.
pay him decent. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so what about you, Paddy? Any interesting cities that you have been to that you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, let's see. I went to Venice one time.
Italy?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was wild. Just, the canals. It was dirty. Like that water.
They said now the water's clean.
Well, yeah, but this is 2005, so that water was
Pre-COVID.
way pre-COVID. That
Yeah.
water was disgusting. Been to Kabul. Kabul, honestly, we flew into Kabul one time on a mission, and that mission was just to update ID cards. Not gonna lie, but they had a way better chow hall than we had at Mez. So I was like, oh fuck! I was like, hell yeah, get some good food finally. It was also a Tuesday, so it was Taco Tuesday.
Remind you of home?
Oh, it was amazing. Anyway, no, we flew in there, and it looked like I have pictures. I'll send you guys, and y'all can post them wherever y'all want to post them. But it looked like it reminded me a lot of Tijuana, like just a lot
Tijuana,
of
Mexico?
Yeah,
Which is an interesting city in itself.
yeah.
Donkey show.
I mean, there's buildings with there's holes for windows, but there's no glass at all. It looks like it's been bombed out multiple times. I mean. It was just wild. I mean, it looks like.
So is Tijuana.
Yeah, and so is Rio. So is Buenos Aires. So is
Well, they quit putting windows in because then somebody's going to get drunk and then
Yeah.
somebody's just going to throw it out.
But
So there's
it
something
was-
through the window.
It was just it was a terrible, dirty looking city, and I really did feel bad for those people. I was like, they've lived with that. Like one of the guys over there. I'm not going to say his name, just on the off chance that someone from the Taliban is actually listening to this podcast, which is not too far off, actually. He told me he grew up in Taliban era Afghanistan as a child, and him and I were actually close to the same age. And he told me that he just straight hated it. Like, he would walk down the road and see people just randomly get beat on the side of the streets because of the Taliban.
This sounds like Tijuana.
Yeah, but
Isn't the Tijuana pretty much ran by the cartel right now?
Oh, Tijuana is, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We mentioned that you were a fellow Ghostbuster, but did we ever really say what you used to do? Or
No, I don't think we
You
talked
did?
about it. No.
I've done a lot of things in my life.
So, but like you were military.
I was 8 years in the Air Force, so security forces, pretty much base police.
Okay.
I got to play with dumb criminals. That was fun.
Yeah.
I had one guy actually try to steal video games by wearing a pair of thermal pants underneath a bigger pair of sweatpants with a pair of Jinko jeans on over that. And what he did was he tied the like he tied around his like legs to keep the video games from falling all the way through his sweatpants, and he stole almost $1,000 worth of video games.
Damn.
This is also 2010, so that was like 8 video games back then. Like it was that bad. But yeah, I was a base cop for about 8 years. I've worked in the grocery business. I've worked in the restaurant business, the pest control world. I have been in the security world private security for the past, God, almost 10 years now. I just recently quit. I was a business owner of a security company, private investigator for criminal defense investigations. I've been a PPO, personal protection officer, and now I work in a concrete facility.
Okay, but you actually went and did contract work.
Yeah,
overseas.
Technically, Daddy was a mercenary for a little bit. That's the dirty word no one wants to talk about.
Yeah.
And
Contract work and work in a concrete factory. So
I know where Jimmy Office at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Yeah.
But
Concrete galoshes.
what was funny about the contracting work is I was in Afghanistan. It was a lot of fun. Like, we had tons of fun out there. It was like being back in the military, only I could have a beard, and that was way more fun.
Right.
Also, I ate shawarma from off base one day and legit had to shit myself 20 minutes later. So that was nice. Another fun fact about contracting was
street tacos.
Oh God, it was street shawarma is so much more amazing.
Yeah, here's some pre-fried beans for you.
That tzatziki sauce is baller. Anyway. When the Ukraine war started off a couple months ago, I was like, everybody I knew from the contracting world was like, oh, we're going back over there. I was like, you know what? I'll go back. So I put my stuff in, and I went through the country Ukraine's website, and they're like, hey, we want to inform you that you qualify to come over here and help us. This. They gave me all particulars, what to do, like how to fly in, what I need to do. Then at the very last paragraph, it was, just keep in mind, this is not a paid-for position. Like, you will not be paid for doing this. And I looked at that email. I was like, I'm sorry, baby girl. Daddy only fights wars for money, not moral reasons. Fuck you guys. Like, I love y'all. I respect y'all, and I want to go kill Russians. But Daddy fights wars for dirty money.
Do you get to loot and pillage, though?
They will not let you do that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, right.
And I had to bring all my own gear.
Didn't Vikings kind of set like Vikings set that standard?
Yeah.
They set
Like
a big
you-
standard, yeah. But, and I had to bring my own gear. Like, they wouldn't even give me gear. Like, oh, you got to bring your own stuff. We'll give you guns and, like, 3 bullets. I'm like, okay, so I shoot 2 people, then commit suicide? Like, what's this shit about?
Yeah.
Like,
Not Barney Fife.
yeah.
Fucking MacGyver some shit.
Oh, there's a lot of MacGyvering over there.
I bet, yeah. No, mad props to Ukraine for doing what they're doing and standing up to Russia.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely 100%. However, Putin has always been the butt end of our jokes.
Yes.
I saw a picture of...
Nothing clean, really.
Ah, okay.
Actually, I saw a picture of Putin on a cracker. It said Putin on the Ritz. Yes. And I was like, nice. You younger kids listening, y'all won't get that joke at all.
Watch Young Frankenstein, you'll get it.
Putin on a rooftop and be shit on a shingle.
Also, I would like to take a second to, and the Putin jokes are amazing. I want to tell you, I'm wearing one of my shirts when I was in Afghanistan, and it has the name Tic Tac on there.
Yeah.
And I can't tell the real story of why my name is Tic Tac on here, because there's someone else in here that doesn't need to hear that story.
Right.
But just know, self-depreciating humor at its finest is the reason why my name is Tic Tac.
Yeah,
man.
it's got nothing to do with fresh breath.
Actually, so there's a joke in the military when someone asks you how your time was in. You have to look at them for a few seconds and be like, do I tell you the Disney version or do I tell you the Jerry Springer version?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get committed today, but I also don't want you realizing that, the military's not that great sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but no, the air over there does taste like shit. Like, you taste it every single day. Yeah. And we had an Army Air Forces exchange service over there to sell us, clothes and Cokes and PlayStations that I bought. Thank God for that PlayStation 4, or there'd be a lot more dead people over there.
Right.
But they always sold orange Tic Tacs. So I always had Tic Tacs in my pocket because they taste like shit. So I was constantly eating Tic Tacs. Well, we did an exercise one day, and you just hear me running out of nowhere. And not because I have gear on or carrying a weapon. You hear it say this, ksh, ksh, ksh.
Sound like a maraca.
Oh yeah, someone's like, "Is the mariachi band here today?"
Yeah.
Baby, come back. Like those for commercials.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So yeah.
Speaking of music, brought up something. I'm in my car. I'm in my truck, right? And I was actually driving back from Houston.
With Santos?
No.
Oh, not
Santos stayed in Houston.
Oh,
I could have hired him here, my personal bartender. That'd been great.
yeah.
Arlen would have been upset.
Yeah, Arlen would have been upset.
Well, he probably makes a better
But
drink
anyway.
than someone does here. You know.
So I'm on my way back, and you get that moment where you're just like, I'm so tired of this drive. I'm like 2 hours into this drive, and I'm getting kind of bored. Then all of a sudden, I hear the piano kicking in the next song on my playlist, and it was Meatloaf. I Do Anything for Love, and then you hear the dun dun dun, and you're just like, yes! And you get that power rush, and you're like, fuck yeah! And you're like, I'm gonna make it home.
Next thing you knew, you were doing 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And do you know what Meatloaf would not do for love?
What?
I again can't say.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But just know it's a
yeah. I got you.
yeah.
You know, I love Meatloaf.
I met him one time.
The singer.
Yeah.
The singer.
I
I do like it with ketchup. Yes.
I got to meet him one time actually.
Did you really?
He went to school in Dallas, a high school. Same with Steve Miller. I think it was
Steve Miller's awesome.
Yeah, Steve
Selling
Miller.
drugs to
But
kids?
say what?
Yeah,
Selling drugs to
most
kids?
likely.
Yeah. So
Well, at least Steve Miller was. Not so much Meatloaf.
So he was going. They were inducting him in their little school hall of fame, and my boss at the time, her boyfriend, went to school at Meatloaf,
oh, cool.
and he was like,
He's from Dallas.
"Yeah, he is."
Yeah.
So he goes, and I could do the voice. My boss's boyfriend's like, "Hey, do you want to go down and see Meatloaf get inducted to the school hall of fame today?" I was like, "Yes, I do. Thank you." So
Thank you, Mr. MK.
So
Mr. Mackey.
Sounds dirty. the way you say it.
So-
you want to go see Meatloaf?
So we show up at the school. They're doing this whole big thing. I mean, it's a big to do. It's Meatloaf, right? And he was cool as shit, like coolest dude in the world. So he walked up and he actually remembered my boss's boyfriend. He's like, "Robert, how you doing?" Like gives him a hug. He's like, "Hey, this is my my girlfriend's employee. His name's Chris. 'Cause my first name is actually Christian.
Yeah.
Patrick is my middle name, so I go by Paddy a lot.
Yeah.
So he goes, he works for my girlfriend. And he's a good fan. He was like, I was like, Mr. Loaf, because you can't call Meatloaf by his given name. You have to call him Mr. Loaf.
Mr. Loaf, yeah.
You can't call him meat?
No,
Mr. Meat.
You call him Mr. Loaf. Okay?
It's like a male stripper.
Come, Mr. Meat to the stage.
It's a hurricane that's fixing to come wipe us all out.
So anyway,
Ta-da!
do you like dad bods and grilling? Mr. Meat's to the stage. Anyway, so he introduces me, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, "You were in my favorite movie of all time." And he looked at me and goes, "I swear to God, you better not say the fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show." I was like, "No, I loved you in Spice World. Dennis the bus driver was amazing." He goes, "You are the only person to tell me that Spice World is your favorite movie."
He was in that other movie with Patrick Swayze, the trucker movie, Black Dog.
Yes.
That was a good movie, and he played a really good bad guy. He really did. Really good stuff.
But yeah, I got to meet Meatloaf, and he was cool. And he loved me even more whenever he found out that I love Spice World instead of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so Rocky Horror, it was one of my favorite movies, and there's the crack.
I gotta have that coffee. It's Sunday morning. Come on.
He's got to understand, his role in Rocky Horror was iconic. I mean, come on. Eddie was awesome.
No, Eddie was awesome. It was really good. Actually, he didn't even ride the motorcycle in that movie. All the times you saw him riding that motorcycle, it was all close up. He was in a wheelchair and they were pulling him.
Nice.
It was somebody else actually riding the motorcycle around the set.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of Rocky Horror, our lovely production manager pulled up something because of the fact that we do we do Ghostbuster stuff.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. She decided that we should talk about supernatural sightings. And this one in particular is focused around the White House. So I thought it was really cool. So with the last 15 minutes, we're going to talk about supernatural sightings. Cool with that?
Cool.
Cool. All right. First one, Abigail Adams' ghost floating around the East Room with a load of laundry.
I call BS because why would she be doing her own laundry?
She did her own laundry when she was in the White House.
She's got to wash her sheets.
Oh. Apparently.
She didn't let anybody else.
Is somebody talking from the sides? What's going on there?
So apparently, Arlen did the research and found out that she actually did her own laundry.
Here, come on, come sit up here with us.
No, you can be a part of this conversation. You should jump in this. No,
You did the research. You gotta back it up now.
So she doesn't want to. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Correct you from
you can correct us from the sideline.
We don't force children to do things they don't
You know what we
want
need to do is get a fourth mic that we can just extend over to her.
Yes, have one on. Just freehand it.
We should create a booth. Because she's like the booth lady.
Just put it in
right.
the closet.
Yeah, no shit. So floating around the East Room, that's kind of cool. Think about it. Abigail Adams. I guess that was President Adams' wife? Yes? Okay.
I think it was his sister, actually.
Could have been.
Because he was all sorts of weird.
Isn't he from Kentucky?
Sister Roy?
Just saying.
Yeah, sister wife?
Is he from, he's from Alabama.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Free game. Number 2. Lincoln is said to be... let me rephrase that. Lincoln is said to lurk around the yellow oval room and the Lincoln bedroom. That's kind of cool. Like you see president, like you come out for some milk and you're the president of the United States and Lincoln's like, what's up?
But is that pre or like post assassination? Like, look, Lincoln. Like, do I got to see him with like a hole in his head and shit like that, or like?
Well, we've had that conversation before. Where spirits, do they possess their natural state from death, or do they present themselves how they were when they were living?
Or do they do like what? Did you ever see The Simpsons where Homer had his his guardian angel, and it was like allegedly Mozart, but then it changed into Colonel Klink from Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah,
because that's one he like most identified with.
Yeah,
yeah.
But honestly, if you think about it, we don't know because we can't get a real good image of what the supernatural and what ghosts look like.
Actually, believe it or not, I have actually seen one time.
Because Ghostbusters their ghosts are always after.
Yeah, well, the Scolari brothers were
Electrocuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, electrocuted. But they were skeletons. Although, why was one of the skeletons fat? That kind of always bothered me a little bit.
Well, they say. Well, Dan Aykroyd talked about that, and it's based on what your sins were in life.
Oh, okay.
Like that's what the image that you have to wear in the afterlife.
Right.
So gluttony.
So yeah, he could have been gluttonous,
Yeah.
or something like that. That's his penance that he looks like this horrible creature. Okay, Andrew Jackson can be heard laughing. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And they called him Old Hickory too, and he was not a nice man. So
yeah, he didn't exactly. I don't wonder if he had a laugh.
It's probably one of those could be like.
Like a gremlin.
Like that really weird guy from Billy Madison.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. William Henry Harrison left something in the attic, and he's still walking around looking for it.
It's a sunroom now, by the way. The attic is now a sunroom.
Yeah.
So that's creepy.
Yeah.
So he's still trying to find it because they moved it.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Dolly Madison's ghost walking around the rose garden. I've heard that one before.
Looking for snacks?
No. I've heard her ghost has been seen several times in the rose garden.
Yeah.
Because I think she didn't die there. She died in the White House.
Whenever she was in the White House, that's like her favorite place to be. She was
Yeah,
always there.
and which goes back to our other theory, because you and I have had extensive conversations about the paranormal, that haunts usually happen in their favorite places, not places of which they've died.
Places they were attached to.
Places they were attached to, right?
Yeah.
So that's very possible that she was walking around the rose garden.
Places they were trapped in.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, the ghosts that I have seen are always tormented because they're stuck to that place.
Yeah.
Something's keeping them there.
Did I ever tell you the time I saw a ghost of a 5-year-old boy?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that was creepy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very creepy.
But it was weird that he was a 5-year-old boy. Like, no 5-year-old boy, like, died in that house that we were in.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
I don't either, but
I
it
know
was...
about.
Well, yeah.
But it could have been also that he was, like we said, he was attracted to that spot for some reason.
Yeah.
And it could be, they also attach to people who can see them.
Yeah.
Like the Sixth Sense.
Yeah, not
kind of deal.
everybody can see ghosts.
No, not everybody
Yeah.
can, no. But, and as long as we've been doing Ghostbuster stuff, I think there was a time we did have people actually asking us to go investigate hauntings.
Every time we go do the trunk or treat at the church, there's
Yeah.
always somebody that corners me in the bathroom. Hey, can y'all come look at my house?
Is that
I'm
what
like-
you were talking to that lady about last time?
I'm like, do y'all
Yeah.
want to
You did spend a lot of time with her. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, she was kind of hot. And I was trying to find out if she was single or not. Okay, come on.
Remember the lady in the parking lot up here when we did
Yeah.
the trunk or treat at the front office?
Yeah.
That woman was all over Paddy, and I was like, dude, she's married. He's like, I don't give a shit.
Okay, back then I didn't. Nowadays I do, right? Come on.
There's that hotel that's
Oh, it's on the way to Worth Ranch.
North Ranch.
It's in Mineral Wells.
Hotel. Yeah.
It's in Mineral Wells. It's that big fancy.
The Baker Hotel.
Yeah, the one that's downtown.
Yeah,
And we can do an on-site from there.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, and they're doing like a ghost walk pretty soon, but they're not going to do it like on the actual premises. Like you can't get in the hotel or nothing.
I think it's been condemned.
No, there's an investor that actually bought it recently.
Oh, okay.
And they're trying to fix it up again.
Man,
That is a
that
beautiful
would be. You know how many stores we're gonna get out of that place once
Oh,
they
yeah.
start.
Do you know what the weirdest place to have like a lot of ghost sightings are?
Why?
Military bases.
Oh yeah, no.
Military
they're-
bases are the legit weirdest places for like ghost sightings.
Yeah.
Like all the time. It's so my first base was Nellis out in like northeast Las Vegas, right south of the Speedway over there.
Okay.
And we had like 4 or 5 different like ghost stories from that area. And I worked overnight. It used to be the Marine Corps actually used to work that area. And Stephen King, allegedly when he was in the military, I don't remember if he was or not, but allegedly he was out in that area. And when he wrote The Stand, he described like that area to a T. So the 2 that I definitely remember was there's always a lady in white story somewhere. And no matter what city you go to, there's always a lady in white.
Right.
But this one was a bit weirder that she was at a bar somewhere off base, was getting accosted by a few sailors. She was driving out, got lost, wound up in our area, and whenever she was trying to get help from one of the Marines that was out there, he wasn't like, it's like, no, I don't know what's going on here. It might be a test, whatever. And like she was like dragged away, beaten, raped, and killed. Right? But then, like, allegedly her kids watch the area from the bluffs overlooking it. Like, there's only, like, 2 times a year you can see these kids, like, up on the bluffs. It's fucking creepy. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen the kids, but the way the area was set up, we had, like, so many cameras out there. It was
Right.
a 5.56 square mile area, and we had a shit ton of cameras. And I was in an area probably about as big as this room right here. It had monitors all over the place. We're watching these cameras, and there are alarms going off, and we're pulling the cameras up, and all you're seeing is a floating white sheet. And they were calling out for a patrol to go over there and like, hey, y'all need to go out this area. Patrol's out there, and they're like, we don't see shit out here. We're like, no, there's like something stuck on the Raycons. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, there's not.
Wow.
And they pull their phone out and they snap a picture of it and they send it back to us. This is early camera phone days, like
Yeah.
2003 time frame.
Oh, wow.
But we can see it. We're like, okay, there's not a sheet in this photo, but why is it on this video? Like, why are we seeing
It's
it?
because it wanted you to see it.
Yeah, and then the other one we had was the headless colonel who allegedly snuck up on a dude who was carrying a shotgun that night, and that dude was sleeping, and he got startled and just shot the colonel in the face, like took off his whole fucking head.
Good God.
Yeah, and then there was one night we had training for close quarters combat training, and we were awake all damn day, and then had to work that night, and so all of us were like sleep deprived like a motherfucker. And we're like 18, 19, 20 years old, and I'm still sleep deprived, and I'm driving around my area, and all of a sudden I just see a like headless figure pointing in a direction. And I'm watching that, and I hit the brakes on this piece of shit fucking Humvee that I swear to God, if I hit any harder, that shit was just going to fall right off. Like, it was just going to fall apart. Anyway, we're sitting there, and I'm just like, holy shit, I get out. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, I'm trying to look. I'm looking down the ditches. I'll get my flashlight out. I'm like, I fucking saw something. And everybody's like, no, the fuck you didn't. Shut the fuck up, man. I was like, no, fuck y'all. I saw it. Like, I know what I saw. And no one believed me for the longest time. And then someone else saw it later on, and they're like, yeah, bro, we saw that shit. Like, we
That's
legit
crazy.
believe you. Like, and that area has been closed down. Like, it's no longer being used as what it was used for. I can't say legally to this day still. But
Right.
It's closed down, and I would love to take some equipment out there.
And catch the Colonel's ghost.
And just go there and just monitor shit for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
Just
cool.
see how it goes. I mean, it was awesome. So,
That would be really cool.
yeah.
So, well, unfortunately, we're getting around that time.
Yeah.
It's about time to say our goodbyes.
Let's keep going for a bit longer.
Shit. YouTube's already screaming that I'm over an hour anyway. Speaking of which, please visit us on Facebook, Sunday Morning Coffee. Visit, like, comment. Please comment. We want to read your comments online, on air, right? Would you stop choking and dying? I'm not performing CPR. You're just going to die.
It's those ghost penises.
So, anyway, next week. What's on the schedule for next week? Who's on for next week? Gary. Gary's coming.
Ooh,
Gary Bear's coming. Gary Gibson.
Oh, Gibson.
Which one is the group that, like, he just quit showing up and doing, like, all the stuff with us? Like, was it Gary or Robert?
No, that was TJ.
Oh, TJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, TJ. I think he's a hippie in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
He joined a cult.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're gonna.
Sounds about right.
So
don't do that Kool-Aid, TJ. Come on.
Sorry, TJ. We're just kidding.
Yes.
Anyway, so I think next week we'll have some fun with Gary. Paddy, you're welcome to join us as always.
We'll see what my schedule permits because I might be in the middle of something or someone, you know.
So, other than that, anything else? No, I think we covered Facebook. Did we cover YouTube? Oh, YouTube!
Oh, YouTube.
We've been live on YouTube for 4 episodes now.
Yeah.
Since episode 6. Nice. So, get us on YouTube.
And on then Instagram at The Real Color Ghostbusters.
Yeah, you can use our Ghostbuster.
Audio, it's not really.
Yeah, we're not videoing yet.
Yeah.
You're still camera shy.
Also, again,
you're still camera
we
shy.
are not the real KGB, but we are the real KGB, if that makes sense.
So, anyway, so next week.
Next week.
Bye, Al.